Hi, folks. Hopefully, this is coming through okay that you saw that intro. I can never tell whether or not that intro actually plays through, but thought I'd make that a bit more formal, even for these short and sweet streams that I do as my public diary entries. Um, yeah, lately I've been very, I don't know about you all, but just generally tired a lot, and so doing stuff like this kind of is helpful and motivating me to push forward with any kind of creative flow and momentum that I have going. Let me double check that this stream is running okay. Yeah, we're good. So today, I'm going to try to condense this as much as humanly possible. I'm going to take my two characters, RayRay and Mr. Tuttle, and transfer them, or actually, sorry, have them jump from 2D to augmented reality via Adobe Aero. But before I get them into Adobe Aero, I have to prepare them. I got to prep them. They got to get out of these chairs. Before I streamed, I had to kind of fix some of the really bad weight painting on here. It's still not great, but it was sticking to this elbow. So if you watch the earlier animation, it looks weird. Anyways, wasn't in the frame of mind to even try to fix that at the time, but it's a little bit better now. So as long as Tuttle is standing up, here's a little transition you'll see here. It's not too awful. It's still bleeding through on the sides here. Let's just say shells are problematic. Um, whereas Ray Ray's fine. Ray Ray's fine in the back. Ray Ray's fine overall because I made something so humanoid looking. But let's keep going. I took a scene because they're not really moving very much other than what you just saw just now. And what we're going to do is get rid of, so yeah, this is the Aero version right now. Let's get rid of the park altogether because that's not where they're going to be. This is going to go away too. Let's take that off. Where is my object? No, I want world. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we're good. We're kind of starting from square one. We don't even need the bench, frankly. Let's get rid of all these goodies. Ooh, all these lovely objects sticking behind. I never know you know what, let me edit that because I bet it's a whole thing around. Not everything in that folder has been. There we go. Cool. Yeah. There we go. Bench. Let's just open everything up. Bench. Oh, still not happy with that. Oh, Blender. Oh, it's all these extrusions. Okay, fine. We will we'll deal with that. We'll deal with all of it. As you can see, none of it is showing up either, so that's fine. Cool. Get rid of that background. You know what? I'm going to leave the background up for now because it's pretty. Okay, so what do we do here? So let me take you over to where I'm taking, as I've done before, I'm getting this from Real Illusions Actor Core inventory of animations, and I bought these specific animations because I thought they'd be great for these AR pieces and episodic pieces generally. There's several here that I like. Just briefly, what's going to happen in episode 2 is that they're going to be standing in a real life spot in San Francisco in front of a mural because I do allude to giant murals around them in the first episode. So I wanted to do it. I don't know if this is the actual place I'll do it at, but I'm going to base it here for now. The Women's Building in SF, which has been around for decades, and as it says, a center for women offering job search assistance, legal help, and other services, plus a computer lab. I actually wish I had done this during International Women's Day and Month, but here we are. Better late than never. It's a great community center. As you can see, first woman-led community center. Look at that beautiful mural. Um, but my only concern is that it's just tall enough that I don't know if I can really connect the two characters to what you see here. Um, so we'll see. But that's the women's building. That's where I want it to go. So you can kind of picture, maybe they're right in front of one of these here. I'd love to give some history. So I need to do a little bit more deeper dive research wise into the artist and things like that. Because I think that's the power of AR. The power of AR is sort of to unlock sort of the historical significance of landmarks and, make it engaging in a way that's still very present and also uh, able to let you, appreciate the past as well. By the way, fun fact for you, Adobe Aero, I found this out the hard way, only works in places where this little orange man goes on the map. You can see me circling him. So if you ever attempt to dive into that space, that's good to know. So I think I will probably go for listener curious and listener focus or listener agree. Nothing too nothing too melodramatic. Like talker nagging is, that's not even appropriate. So I'm looking for very specific things. The question is who gets what, and do I combine more than one animation for one character? Something, by the way, I'm still learning in Blender is to transition from one animation to another seamlessly. And of course, it's like it always feels convoluted as to how do you pull those things off. All right, so let's do that. I already have these. These are already, like out of the oven, so to speak. So why don't we take Mr. Tuttle? What did I say? I said I wanted listener curious. I want it to feel like a back and forth too. So listener curious and listener focus. Let's take a look at that closer up. I feel like Mr. Tuttle would be a bit more on that end. Let me see. Listener curious. No, listener curious for Mr. Tuttle. So that's what we'll do. We're going to go into the animation tab. We're going to select Mr. Tuttle. So right now, you can actually see that there is there's already two things happening there. I'm going to get rid of those. Oh, lovely. You won't even let me. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. So I'm going to import that very FBX motion that is in Mr. Tuttle's motion folder. I did a better job of, what did I say? Listener curious, right? Yeah, listener curious. Okay. So listener curious is technically this armature here. I'm going to make it 1, 1, 1 scale just to be safe. Everything else should be fine. And then let's see if it's actually, yeah. I'm going to click on Mr. Tuttle and change it out for this. And let's see how we're looking. Oh, right, you are totally blocking. Yeah, it looks okay from what I can see. Oh, they're both going at it. Oh, how funny. I didn't. Okay, well, that's how RayRay and Tuttle would look um, with the same action. I still think it works better for Tuttle. Hold up. Tuttle. Mr. Tuttle. So cute. And once you make these into, I think they're called NLA strips, nonlinear animation strips, you can have it repeat over and over again, should you want that. And I can do that in Aero too. Okay. That's interesting that they're both doing it at the same time. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? They are two separate animations. I'm high. I don't know what's going on. Forgive me. That's from another animation. So something, so actually I'm going to get rid of these because I am confusing myself now. Okay. And I want to give listener focus. I don't know if I like the hands being folded. It's a little too passive. Talker sincere. I kind of like Talker sincere. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that with RayRay. So I can also get rid of the old armature. Whoops. Xing it out. Okay, so let's do that. Talker sincere. So I have to go out of that. So one motion does not fit all, by the way. Those motions are individually bespoke for each character because they have different body proportions. RayRay. Accurig. Motion. Talk and listen. Sincere M02. Okay. Same thing. 1, 1, 1. And then we go back into RayRay. And where are we? Where are you, RayRay? You're here. Okay, let's see how this works. Well, that's a crazy movement of the head there. Hmm. Let's see if everything's still going. Okay, so we're good there. Cool. Put Mr. Tuttle into place. So let's make that 0. Whoops. 0. Yeah, 200. Actually, it doesn't really matter because we're not actually rendering within Blender anymore. We're going to take it into Aero if everything works the way I think it should. If it doesn't, it's kind of good for you to see how it doesn't. Sometimes Blender doesn't play very well with Aero, vice versa. What is this? What is this nonsense hanging out here? Oh, that's where the animation stopped. Okay, got it. Let's see, placement wise, am I happy with where they are in space? What do I feel like? Okay, hold up. I want to make these into sticks. I think Tuttle's a little high. There we go. Oh, that neck is insane. Oh, you know what? How are the ears doing? Ears are doing great. I'd like to do that twice, please. Whoops. There we go. Wish I could do that with Tuttle. That doesn't make any sense, though. You know what? I might do a different motion. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that. I might go back to what I thought, which is the listener focus. It kind of takes you out of the scene when it's so um, extreme. That extreme sort of pose there. I still want it focused on what we're looking at. Okay. So I've done listener curious, listener focus. You know, the speed at which I'm moving right now, I might not even get to Aero, but it's good to see, like, I mean, hopefully it's good for you all to see, like, well, how does this all even work animation wise? Did I say listener focus? Oh gosh, my see, this is where my energy level is at these days. Yeah, listener focus. Okay. Where is this? It's in RayRay's. Good. Cool. Let's do what I did before. One, one, one. Go back to animation. Oh, what's happening here? Why won't you let me hold up? Ah, got it. See what I did there? I pulled it down into its own like. Okay, hold up. We need to like make sure RayRay is covered here. And then wait, where did RayRay go? Now is the better question. We got Tuttle, we got camera RayRay, we have the armature, but where did RayRay go? I lost you. Okay, you're there, which is great. Tuttle's there. Uh-huh. Interesting. Gets rid of everything. That's not cool. Okay. Anyways, listener curious. Wait. No, listener focus. Why does that not look right? Hold up. Huh. Yeah, the neck stuff is really, really extreme. I don't know why. Okay. I can always change this later. So let's not worry about this now. I mean, if anything, it's helpful to illustrate that we're very flexible in terms of changing out animations. That's important. Something I didn't learn till later is that there's actually a way to get rid of older animation scenes or animations that you're not working on. So this is very counterintuitive, but it's up here in the Blender file. And there's a bunch of stuff, as you can see. Um, so I want to make doubly sure. I used focus and I used curious. So anything but focus and curious, I'm probably going to take out. So sit talk or sincere. And then you do this, right click and delete. That way it doesn't get embedded in your scene. Meaning there's no extra data involved, essentially. Okay. Kill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change out RayRay's animation at some point. But let's do this. I'm forgetting if I export it as an FBX or a GLTF. Let's let's try them as GLTFs first, and it might turn out okay. So for RayRay, we're going to put you in. Yeah, actually, let's leave you here. Let's leave you where you are. Oh, they have to be individual. Hold up. Limit to selected objects. Yeah, cool. Uh-huh. So let's just say RayRay for arrow. And then that little black square you see here, is it thinking? Hopefully it doesn't break. Let's see. I want to go back to RayRay and see how he looks. Way too many things, way too many folders within other folders embedded here. Hold up, I'm not even in the right place. There we go. So where are you? You are here. Oh, you're not very big. That's good. But I don't see you, which is a little worrisome. So let's do this real quick. Let me see how Arrow's feeling. So I got about 6 more minutes to go here. Cool. So I'm curious how. Good. We're still running on this side. That's the women's building. We're happy with that. But this is what I want to do. I actually want to find the physical spot. So if I go new file, mm, 2, just very unimaginative title. While selecting, okay, please consider land descent. Yep, sure. Very important. Okay, that's the exact address. Let's see if it knows where we want to go. Awesome. So I actually want to be right out here. It's going to be like right in the building itself. So, okay, for now, let's leave it where it is because we can always move it later. Hmm. It's funny. I keep on thinking I should see a preview of the location, but then I don't. And that just like, it's very strange to me. Okay, frame selection, import, RayRay accurate. Fingers crossed this works. Oh, does not. Does not like it at all. And I have no rhyme or reason as to why that is, by the way. It just doesn't like it. So let's go back to Blender. Export you as an XBX and FBX and see how that pans out. I usually just do the armature and the mesh. This whole thing about being able to embed your textures, again, so not obvious. Yeah, RayRay Aero, FBX, export. We're just trying this with RayRay because I'm not going to try to complicate this by. Okay. Did this go through? Let's hope it did. Let's try that import one more time. Oh, I don't think it did because that's not the same. Yeah, it's still exporting. I like that Tuttle is just like Mr. Tuttle's just staring on and waiting, 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 waiting. Oh, wait, why are they? You know what? Why is one in front of the other? I don't understand what's happening there. Did I move them? It doesn't matter actually because I'm going to have to replace everyone in Aero. Now, technically speaking, I could export both of them out as one like tableau, right? One diorama piece, but I don't think I want to do that because it I don't know. I just find that to be less flexible for me to play with each individual character. Oh, this isn't good that they're taking so long. I don't like it. Let's get rid of the other one first. Delete everywhere. Yo. It's not good. It's having trouble, and I don't know why. Not responding is not great. Okay, well, maybe that's a cue for me to peace out for now. But at the very least, I was able to cover a little bit more about how to get these characters moving and grooving, have some flexibility with how you do that, where to go if you ever need sort of canned motions, which in this case, I think it's totally fine to use these things because honestly, I can't. Well, I shouldn't say I can't, but I think I've said before, I'm not a character animator by trade. So these things are really nice when you can just have some clean motions to use. More than likely, they're motion captured, or maybe not. Actually, I'm rambling, but I'm going to stop because I've crashed beautifully here. Let's just hope something saved. Whew. Next time hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be much further along. All right? Take care, everyone.